Hey, what is up? It is your boy Will. Welcome back to the Skinny Survivor channel, the best place for skinny guys to gain their first 30 pounds of muscle and go from the scrawny guy to the brawny guy as fast as possible. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my best strategies to build lean muscle without body fat, okay? So I know this is one of the biggest things that most skinny guys want to achieve when starting out on their journey. They want to gain a lot of weight and have that be from muscle instead of body fat, okay? So that's what I'm going to share in this video today. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe right now if you're a skinny guy looking for tips and tricks on how to bulk up as fast as possible. And if you've been following me for a while now, make sure after this video to click the first link in my description and go get yourself a free bulking meal plan and workout to get started. So let's get straight into this. So, you know, one of the biggest things we want to achieve as skinny guys and bulking up is actually having, you know, the muscle be a lot, pretty much gain weight and have it mostly come from muscle. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that I see is a lot of skinny guys, they end up gaining weight, but it's not actually muscle, okay? So they pretty much gain a ton of weight. They gain 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, and they're super proud of gaining that weight. But then when they look in the mirror, they're actually visibly the same. They look physically the same, or they don't have, you know, a muscular physique. And it really doesn't matter, you know, if you gain 50 pounds of weight, but most of it's from fat or most of it's from water, and you don't actually build any muscle, okay? So this is one of the biggest mistakes I see. A lot of skinny guys, you know, they're so rushed into gaining weight, but they totally forget that you want the weight to actually be from muscle, okay? So you'd rather gain less weight but have it be from muscle than gaining a ton of weight but have it come from body fat. And that's one of the things that I experienced early on my journey. I gained a ton of weight. I got up to 190 pounds, but I was fat and I didn't have much muscle on me. So I had to cut off all that fat and I ended up losing all the muscle I had built in the first place. So you want to actually build lean muscle. So how do we do that? How do we build more muscle and less fat as a skinny guy, okay? So the first thing you want to do on your journey as a skinny guy is you want to make sure that you're eating a good amount of protein in your diet to bulk up. Now, you need to make sure you have your calories right. So I'm going to leave a mass gain calculator down below to estimate your calories that you need in order to bulk up. The first thing you want to get right is you want to make sure you're eating enough protein in that diet. A lot of guys, maybe they're eating tons of calories, okay, but they're eating low amounts of protein, okay? That's not going to work because you're not going to fuel yourself with the right ratios of nutrients in order to bulk up, and you need a lot of protein in order to turn all those calories into muscle, okay? You need a high protein diet in order to do that, especially when you're working out as a skinny guy and you're tearing all your muscles, you're damaging your body. You want to rebuild and regrow those muscles with protein, and that's exactly what protein is used for. So you need to make sure that your protein ratios are quite high. So I suggest 1 gram per pound of body weight to start with. That's going to be enough protein for you in your diet to bulk up. Second thing you want to do is make sure you're training at least 3 to 5 times per week. You're doing heavy weights and you're doing a good amount of sets, good amount of volume in your workouts. So another mistake that skinny guys make is they eat a ton of calories, but they're not working out much, okay? Maybe they're not working out at all. Maybe they're working out once or twice a week. This is simply not enough. What's gonna happen is your calories are simply gonna be converted into body fat, okay? You're gonna experience a skinny fat physique. You're not gonna build much muscle and you're not gonna have an impressive muscular physique. So second thing, make sure you're training at least 3 to 5 times per week, okay? Third thing is you wanna make sure your calories are right, okay? You wanna make sure you're in a calorie surplus. This simply means that you're consuming more calories than your body burns, okay? And make sure to check out the calculator below to get an estimation. You're gonna be consuming at least, you know, a good amount of calories for your body to grow, okay? If you're not consuming enough calories, your body's simply not gonna grow, okay? It's kind of like growing a little pot plant, okay? If you don't feed it with enough water, if you don't feed it with enough sun, if you don't feed it with the right nutrients, it's simply not going to sprout. And the same thing with your body. If you're not putting in the right foods in the right quantities, you're not in a calorie surplus, and you're not getting enough protein in your diet, you're not going to grow and you're going to stay skinny forever, and we don't want that, okay? So third thing, small calorie surplus, just small enough so you can experience some consistent weight gain. but also visually you want to make sure that you're looking in the mirror and you're actually seeing your physical body, not get tons of body fat, okay? So you want to make sure that you're gaining weight, but as you look in the mirror, you want to, notice those small muscular improvements over time. And this is going to take a lot of time to see, okay? So you want to be patient with this. You want to check the mirror, every couple of weeks just to see the progress, and eventually over the period of a couple months and even a year, you're going to see that visual difference, okay? So fourth thing is to keep your carbohydrates high. Now, generally as a skinny guy, you want to have a high carb diet because we have super fast metabolisms, which means we need to keep our carbohydrates high because your metabolism is so quick, you're going to actually burn through your carbohydrates very, very quickly. And this is going to cause you to have low energy levels. So one of the biggest things with skinny guys is if we have a low carbohydrate diet, we're going to be very, very tired, okay? Because our most rarely used source of energy is actually carbohydrates. So you need the carbohydrates to fuel your workouts, and you also want to keep your carbohydrates high because research has shown that actually a higher carb diet versus a higher fat diet is proven to actually convert less calories into body fat, okay? So research has shown that if you eat a high fat diet on a bulk, you're actually gonna convert more of those fat calories into body fat. That's why if you're a skinny guy and you're eating a high fat diet in order to bulk up, maybe you're just eating McDonald's, you're eating junk food, you're gonna experience more body fat gains, okay, and less muscle gains. So you wanna keep your protein high, you also wanna keep your carbohydrates high, and you wanna keep your fats quite low, okay? And this is exactly what we teach on our customized coaching program. Our customized scrawny to brawny program will actually customize a meal plan for you that has the perfect amount of ratios in terms of your protein, your carbohydrates, and your fats to ensure that you actually build lean muscle over time and have most of your gains come from lean muscle instead of body fat. So if you're interested in that program, I'll drop a link below to check that out. I'll also leave my done for you meal plans and workout system, my 10 pounds in 30 days system, so you can gain 5 to 10 pounds in the next 30 days and actually have it come from lean muscle. So if you're interested in that as well, I'll leave that in the links below. So I hope these 4 things really helped you. Make sure to go back in the video and actually make sure you're doing these 4 things, because you're gonna actually experience more lean muscle gains, less body fat gains, and you're eventually gonna build a more muscular physique. And you're not gonna be like all these guys online, the skinny guys who are gaining weight, but they look exactly the same as they started, okay? You don't wanna gain, you don't wanna focus so much on the weight gain, but you wanna make sure that all the weight that you gain is actually lean muscle. Now, one of the things I've experienced over time is actually I've stayed at relatively the same weight over time, but I've actually built a lot more muscle over time. And that's simply by not focusing so much on the weight gain, but actually focusing on gaining consistent weight slowly, but making sure that is coming from lean muscle. So hope this makes sense. Hope this video helps. Make sure to watch through it again, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Thanks for watching again. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. Also, check out the videos on the screen here to watch next. That's it for this video, my skinny survivors. I'll see you in the next one.